got the roots, he let the beats build, bitch. And we never switch. Even if I'm rich, I'll be broke like I'm Mitch. Niggas talking down, but that's headed in the wrong direction. But I knock that shit out like the boxing section. Cause they can't touch what they can't see. All I gotta do is be the same me. All I gotta do is keep it G. Always be the same me. While I'm solid, boy, they can't change me. No.
We live from the boxing section, you dusty ass niggas. What's going on, man? We live from the boxing section. Ain't gonna be too much introductions, man. We're gonna get right into it. Great night of boxing. Whether you watch the top ranked card like I did, whether you watch the Caleb Plant fight like I did, nigga. Oh, that's it. That's all we got, man. Welcome to the club. We got Jay. I'll give y'all niggas some introductions at another day. What's going on, man? How y'all niggas feeling about tonight's fight?
What's going on? Kyle, you gonna have to kill that Q-tip. I can barely hear you, man.
How y'all doing?
Yeah.
Damn, that must be me then, because I can barely hear everybody.
Yeah, it might be your side.
Hold on, let me try to turn my mic up.
That might be that sorry ass Android you got there, buddy.
Nah, don't even do that.
You just can't hear shit.
Don't even try that one.
Yeah. Weak ass Android yours.
About the fight, man. I was excited. I liked that fight, man. It was a great fight. I was scared the whole first half of the fight that Caleb wasn't going to be able to. I was saying that Caleb wasn't going to be able to keep up that pace that he was fighting at, and it proved later down the stretch that he couldn't keep that pace.
Man, Chris Colberg, man, he showed up and was exactly who I thought he was. I think it's time for him to go ahead and come back to the drawing board and figure out something else. He did not look spectacular. He did good at trying to maintain on his feet because he was hurt way more times than he went down. But that was a good fight.
There was a robbery tonight. I don't know if that's the same fight we talking about doing.
Yeah, no, just talking about Chris Colberg. Yeah, like,
yeah, that was a robbery, man. They robbed.
And that's what I'm saying.
I'm not gonna say it wasn't a robbery, but it could have went either way though. Honestly, bro.
Oh, boy, was punishing him.
No. But listen. But the thing is though, this is what y'all gotta understand, man. It's round by round, man. And the thing is, KP, Brandon, L-Dub, what's going on, fellas?
It's round by round, right? But did the knockdown not count for anything?
The first round, you don't count the knockdown every round.
You don't count it every round, but it does count for the total of the fight, right? Yeah. And dude didn't impress for the rest of the fight. Dude with the yellow streak. I can't.
He did. He had, He had great. They both had good moments.
Man, that boy was up there getting beat up. You the only person that saw it.
He didn't show any ring generalship. I didn't see any time when he controlled the fight, controlled the pace.
But he did though. He did at times. I didn't listen. It wasn't a blowout.
In brief spurts, maybe.
Listen, I had it a draw, right?
4-second increments.
That's what I'm telling you though. But when a fighter tells you I let him do his thing, how do you can't even get mad at the judges, nigga? You said I let him do his thing. Why would you let him do his thing?
Because I know, don't get me wrong, I understand, like, he probably felt comfortable. He probably felt like, okay, I'm dominating the fight, I'm doing everything supposed to be done. Listen, that was a robbery. Okay, and that's one of the issues that we have.
Listen, it could have been a draw. It could have been a draw.
I see more times when that fight could have been stopped than anything.
No, it wasn't that fucking bad, bro. He wasn't doing all like that, bro. And a lot of them punches, y'all gotta understand, that nigga was missing a lot of them punches, bro.
Bro, he was getting beat the fuck up there, Cal.
So was there no standing 8 count rule?
No, there's not a standing 8 count.
There wasn't a standing count
There's no
in that fight.
Why Cal always see the fight different than everybody?
Bro, he did not just. Y'all act like he just destroyed the nigga. He did not.
Bro, that man was in there getting beat on, bro.
Bro, just because you land like some great punches, you still got to keep that shit up the whole round, bro. One punch does not win you the whole round. Okay, who won the 12th round? Who won the 10th round? Who y'all gave the 10th round to?
I didn't score round by round. I didn't score because I'm watching.
Who did it look like the 10th round
I'm working.
Went to? Big O 581. What's going on, bro?
What I'm saying is,
like
my phone. Can y'all hear me? Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay.
Put that comment up, Cal. The last comment.
Which one?
Which one?
Oh, no robbery. Yeah. It wasn't a robbery.
Bro, that was a robbery, bro.
Listen. It wasn't a robbery, bro. Like a robbery, if they would have gave Caleb Plant the win, that'd have been a robbery. All right? That would have been a robbery.
Huh?
Wait a minute. That could have been a draw.
That would have better off been a draw. Like, that fight could have went either way. That fight could have been a draw. That fight, listen. Fight.
I'm saying, listen. That's what I had. Listen. I thought Caleb Plant won the first 6 rounds. That's what I thought.
That's what I got too.
I thought he won the first 6 rounds. But I also thought they could have gave Benavidez a couple of 10-8 rounds in the later round.
Yeah, because the rounds Benavidez.
You know what? You listen to
but
the
referee was
terrible.
Hey, the referee was god awful though.
Yeah,
he was trash. We can all agree on that.
Hold on. Y'all arguing that this fight was a robbery?
No, not the Benavidez.
Okay.
What's the dude's name again? Colbert or
Colbert. Okay. There's some good fights, man, all around, man. I mean, I like I didn't even bother watching the Comey and Ramirez fight, man, because I knew it was.
I watched that. I watched it. That motherfucker. Them niggas was fighting though.
Yeah, but I knew. I know
Ramirez not gonna lose. I know you know the outcome, but they was fucking fighting though, bro.
Out of all nights, this is be the one night that I actually get guessing here, and I got to freaking work. I almost crashed somebody's car trying to park their car watching the fight.
Oh man, that's bad.
Ain't my car.
So yeah, get your ass out there.
It ain't my insurance. But no, that fight was, man. Listen, you got to stop watching these fights with the commentary on. You have to.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's a fact.
Have to. I can tell you listen to it with the commentary on, man.
Because the thing is, you might not see something, and they'll be like, "Yo, punch." They'll be like, "Big right hand landed from such and such, and the right hand didn't land. You didn't see it."
The commentators had Caleb getting knocked out in the first round.
And then not even that. They over exaggerate some of the punches. It's wow, look at that.
Yeah, they was like
hard right hand.
Benavidez got him hurt.
He was not hurt.
That referee was terrible though. Hey, Kenny Bayless, bro, like he's fucking.
Was he kind of biased to you tonight?
Oh my god, I like Kenny Bayless.
Off.
Man, yo,
I don't like that nigga, but he seemed a little biased. I don't want to. He's one of the judges that I actually like. So I don't want to. I don't know. I don't want. Never. I'm gonna keep my comments.
I like Bayless, but it's like Al Heyman told him, like, look, I want Caleb to win this fight, man. Because Bayless, it's like he's been like that the last few times. I mean, not the last few times, but a lot of times I've seen the last few years. Like him, Jack Reese is horrible too. Him, Jack Reese, and Lawrence Cole.
Soft gloves. It seemed like he was dealing with him with white gloves, right? With soft gloves.
Them like the 3 worst refs right now.
Oh, this Hennessy good.
Yeah, Jack Reese, Lawrence Cole. When you see Jack Reese, Lawrence Cole, and Kenny Bayless, expect some nonsense.
Caleb Plant went out.
Hey, dude,
he put out a good show tonight.
He didn't even stop the fight for the headbutt though.
Nah, man. I think that fight, man. Like I said, Jack Reese.
You like Jack Reese?
Yeah, No. Yeah.
Jack Reese, when somebody gets hurt, get knocked down, he's like, he'll count a slow count, then he'll get him up. He's like, walk over here, walk over there, walk to me. I'm like, come here, nobody got time for all that, man. Start the boxing match.
When he checked that cut on Caleb Plant, I was like, what the hell is he doing?
Yeah, no, that was a headbutt though. They were supposed to stop the round.
They did. They stopped time.
hit Caleb Plant the ball.
He wanted, but you do that.
They
so
both.
you do that
They both.
because what round was that? What round was that? Was that before the 6th round?
Oh no, that was like the 9th, 8th, the 9th, or 10th, 8th or 9th, or something like that.
With the headbutt?
Yeah, that was way
okay.
Late.
Man, what's happening, y'all? I'm just sitting up here listening to y'all talk this shit because I didn't watch shit. I just saw the little shit on Instagram.
I thought I saw
He might walk Canelo down, man.
No, man. Well, he can't get hit with the shots that.
Plant was too light in the ass for him, man. Yeah. I thought he was gonna have more pop. I thought he was gonna have a little bit more, but after a while, David just walked through that, man. He just it didn't.
Hey, let's be clear. If he had his old trainer in this fight, he'd have died. Shout out to Breadman.
I don't know, man. I'll say this. I feel like he should have did his plan should have been in reverse. He should have did that old, fire off a couple, wrap up, get out of the range, fire off a couple, wrap up. He was doing great. Because he was doing great in judging that range. Like he was stepping just an inch out where it was right out of David's range. Like David he was just a little too short every time he fired off. But as the fight got going, he got more comfortable and his legs was wearing out. He wasn't getting back out off the line fast enough and getting away fast enough. And David was catching him coming out. Plus, once he took his best punch and, once David took Plant's best punch, Plant didn't have what it takes he couldn't really sit down on the punches. When you have that type of game plan, you can't sit down and get that leverage you need to make that person respect you, to put some power on it. But David was able to catch him, sit down and catch him. And that's what was messing him up.
But this is the way Plant always fights. I mean, we knew Plant was going to be good. Plant's probably one of the best first 6-round fighters in the game right now.
Man.
He fades after the 6th round in every fight. This is the way he fights.
Yeah, he looked beautiful.
I mean, but
he looked like a white version of who.
but the thing is, we knew he was gonna fade, but it's just we thought like if he fades, was Benavidez gonna get the KO? But we knew Caleb Plant was gonna fade. Caleb Plant's not gonna fight like that for 12 rounds against a top opposition.
No one but Sean Porter's gonna fight with that type of intensity for 12 rounds.
Hey, but listen, let's keep it a buck though. If he had Breadman versus Canelo, he might have could have won.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Nah, he ain't gonna be Canelo in the decision. Nah, he would have still lost the decision regardless of how many rounds.
No, he would have got knocked out though.
Yeah, he would have got knocked out. Nah, but
why wouldn't he got knocked out? Didn't he fade in the Canelo fight also? That's why he got knocked out.
You not hear what we said? No. But no. If he would have had a better game plan. He would have had a better game plan.
He would have did the same game plan and faded and got knocked out.
No, bro. He would have had a better game plan.
I just want to say this for the record: Kenny Bayless is the trash referee. He should be he should be relegated to only reffing prospects.
Come on, man.
That is the 3rd time I've seen him completely overtake a fight where it became more about him than it was about the two guys fighting. I felt like he let Caleb Plant hold on for dear life. There's at least 2 times I counted that he let Caleb actually grab David and keep him from falling. Because
I agree.
David Benavidez, this fight went exactly how I thought it would go. Caleb will look great for the first 6 or 7 rounds, and then about round 8 is when the dog walk was going to start, and that's exactly what happened. And lo and behold, Breadman told Caleb Plant going into the 11th round, if you don't show me something, I'm going to stop it. And that's the very round that David clipped him, and he was falling, but he grabbed David to keep from falling. I don't know how Kenny Bayless didn't score a couple of those knockdowns, but here we are.
That was more of a wrestling move, bro. When he was about to fall.
So that's what you do.
David Benavidez had him too.
When you get clipped, you hold.
Yeah, when you get clipped, you hold.
How did? But hold on, Chris Colbert did that, and everybody just said that. Oh, come on, man.
No, Chris Colbert wasn't doing it to that extent, bro.
Yeah, that was excessive holding. This clinching and holding are two different things.
Yeah, I said he held, like he got caught and he held. That's what you learn to do. That's what they tell you to do.
Bro, Caleb, it was points in that fight when Caleb wasn't even getting clipped. He was just holding to get off the ropes. He reached out, grabbed David, walk him back, which I understood it. It's strategy.
Yeah, it's strategy.
You get it, walking back off the ropes and then reset. And let the ref reset y'all.
But Kenny Bayless didn't say shit. Even though it was excessive holding, Kenny Bayless didn't say shit. So David started framing his ass and started clipping him over the head with that right hand.
You're right.
Hey, listen. Kenny Bayless let David Benavidez get off some shit too, though.
Shout out to J.A. Dixon. Now that one, I will admit, he was allowing him to do that stiff arm. Like you can put the jab out the probe, but he literally was using it as like a stiff arm, like a jolt. Like he was just holding it out there. You're supposed to. Normally, a ref will say, you can't do that. Like he was just coming straight out and just throwing it out. Like he knew no one's going to tell him you can't do that.
Right, and it was one thing. It's one thing to use the jab as a rangefinder or keep the dude at bay. Caleb Plant literally left his hand out there using it as a stiff arm. I've seen Shakur Stevenson get warned for that same shit in a couple fights.
Yeah.
So
because it's a sweet spot where you can do it, but you can't not. So you can have like a slow jab where you kind of got it out there, or you slowly put it out to the probe for your range and distance and stuff like that. But he was just had it out and just moving in with it out. Like you can't do that.
Hey, Kenny Bayless also let the nigga
get I didn't see that problem.
Head. Hey, he also let Caleb.
He was getting banged in the head with that forearm.
You can't really you can't say that about Caleb Plant if you don't say that about Benavidez. Benavidez elbowing and all type of shit, bro.
The whole night.
My nigga, he let it, bro. He punched him in the dick, and he was holding, bro. So I'm gonna club your ass over the head, man.
No. He came out with the forearm. That man loved that forearm.
He was forming the whole time, bro. You still can't do that shit, bro.
He loved that forearm.
If y'all complain about Caleb Plant holding, you got to complain about David Benavidez fucking forearm the nigga, elbow the nigga.
But that's why I give the holding to Caleb Plant because of the forearm for David. But that stiff arm, that's an illegal. You can't do that. You can't just have you can't do that. Like, and I don't see how you don't call that one. That's the only thing I can say. Like, all right, I can see. Other two I can say, all right, you gave him this, you gave him that, but the stiff arm, you kind of got to justify that one to me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not complaining about Caleb's holding. I mean, it was strategy. It was excessive, but it was strategy. I got why he was doing it. He wanted to break the rhythm up from Benavidez, so I got while he was doing it. Benavidez started throwing the punches the way he was throwing them with the elbows because of the excessive holding, and Kenny Bayless wouldn't take a point away.
No. David was giving that forearm from the beginning.
If you're gonna take a point from Caleb, you gotta take a point from Benavidez.
No, I'm gonna tell you why, Kyle. I'm gonna tell you why I ain't got a problem with that forearm from David Benavidez. Just like I thought it was excessive holding on Caleb, but like Champ said, it was strategy. Same way I didn't care about Errol Spence punching Sean Porter in the dick because he kept leading with his headbutting him. I didn't care. So like my nigga, like this gonna be the response. If you not gonna stop him from holding excessive holding, I'm gonna take the shit up on myself. So his response was that I'm gonna frame you with the elbow and I'm gonna hit you with this overhand right. That was his response. So if you're not gonna check him on the excessive holding, I'm gonna take care of the shit myself. I'm not gonna bitch and moan about it, but I'm gonna it's up to the ref to get this shit straight.
That's cool. That's cool, but David was throwing that elbow and that forearm from the beginning. Before the whole,
and Caleb was holding from the beginning.
Caleb was dancing around on the
How often do they take points away for excessive holding?
Not often.
Not often. But it's been done, though. It's been done.
Floyd Mayweather did that same thing his whole career.
Like the Klitschko's got away with it a lot. Kell Brook
I
got
forgot
away
about
with it in
them.
the
Yeah,
Sean Porter fight.
yeah.
I seen Tyson Fury
John Ruiz
land
made a
on the
career
leg
out of
in the
Floyd
last fight.
Mayweather is famous for. That's his whole style.
No, John Ruiz is famous for it. John
Yeah,
Ruiz.
John Ruiz and the Klitschko's. John Ruiz and the Klitschko's was known for
I
that jab
forgot
and hold.
about the Klitschko's
Jab
though.
and grab. That's all they do. Jab and grab.
Jab and grab. So we understood. We don't really fault Caleb. We understand what he was doing, but at the same time, after a while, it's like, all right, come on, Kenny,
Right.
like. But yeah, man, good fight though. It delivered.
Yeah.
It delivered.
Yeah, it definitely
It
delivered.
went how I thought it would go. Except David didn't get the stoppage in the 11th round like I thought he would.
Yeah, I feel, I always say that Plant is not battle tested, and tonight he definitely battle tested. He went the distance, and I didn't expect that.
I knew it because his trainer, you know what I'm saying? His trainer don't got no hoes in his camp. You know what I mean? He don't got no whole ass niggas in his camp. So
Yeah.
What's happening?
I don't give too much. Of the You give so much of the training.
Oh no, I'm good, man. Appreciate it though. I'm at the hotel. They were smoking that Doja, boy. Wee. But yeah, man. Oh yeah. What I really want to get to, I don't give a fuck about Jose Ramirez duck ass beating up on Comey. I could give two shits about that fight.
I didn't even watch
it. They grilled that man about why he ducked Regis and he was stumbling all over his words. So I don't give a fuck what Jose Ramirez talking about. He ducked Regis twice. I don't want to hear shit else from Jose Ramirez until he fights Regis Prograis. I don't want to hear it.
Well, he ain't gonna fight him.
He's not gonna fight him. He's not gonna fight him. Every time Regis Prograis name come up, he shit his fucking pants. I don't want to hear nothing about Jose Ramirez.
He said he'll take $1 million.
Man, look, you ain't the champ no more. You don't get to dictate terms. You ain't like that. Only reason you was getting that money because you had two belts. Only reason you was getting that money because you had two belts. You ain't got shit now. You got your ass beat by Josh Taylor. All you had to do was go in there and beat. I promise you this. It wouldn't have been about the money if Jose Zepeda had won that fight.
Yeah, I know that.
Right.
He'd have took that pay cut to beat up on Jose Zepeda.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But what I really want to get to.
Hold on. I want to see Regis. I want to see what Regis do at the house.
You want to see what Regis do what?
At the house. I want to see if he can pack it out at the crib. Because Jose Ramirez had every nigga in Fresno in that fucking arena tonight. So I want to see. I want to see. So I want to see if Regis could do something like that at his home and see what the draw is, and then we'll go back to the drawing board. We can see what's going on.
Absolutely. When the last time Regis fought in New Orleans or Louisiana? Period.
That's what I'm saying.
Anybody should be able to sell out their hometown. So don't give me that shit that you bring more to fans. Yeah, because you fighting in fucking Fresno. But if y'all got a problem with the Colbert and El Rayo decision, I'm gonna rewind y'all back 2 months ago when I watched Roman Villa get his ass whooped for 9 rounds, and he ended up winning the fight. So what's good for the goose is good for the gander riding this bitch. So I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear the Mexican fan. I don't want to hear none of the Latino fans complaining about that decision. Money, I don't want to hear it. I know you lost money, so I know you upset. But at the same time, a lot of them shots, like I said earlier on the call, a lot of them shots that El Rayo was throwing in the corner were not landing. They look good, but they weren't landing.
He got like 3 of them off. That was about it.
Out of probably 10 shots, he landed 3. Now, they were hard shots.
Hey, but the thing about it was, he gave up a lot of his shit. Like, so this is what I'm trying to tell niggas, man. Niggas think you can. I don't think you can win a round with 1 shot unless it's a knockdown.
Unless it's a knockdown.
If you get outclassed by the round, you know what I'm saying? He dictating the terms. You can't be mad. And then when you say you let him do his thing, you can't be mad at the decision, bro. You just can't. You can't.
Right. And even go back and look at the fight, bro. El Rayo was busted up. Like all this shit was fucked up. Bro, he had a knot on it. He had a knot on his head and a busted nose, bro.
Go back and watch the fight now.
Hey,
Man, he had a knot. He had a knot on his head and a busted nose, bro. Every time Chris Colbert brought it back to the center of the ring, he was working El Rayo.
Because Chris Colbert looked like some cold garbage to me.
You gotta go back and watch it, bro.
Yeah,
You gotta go back and watch it.
I thought they ripped my man.
I'm parking cars and everything else right now.
So everybody thought it was a robbery, but me.
I think it was a robbery.
I thought it was a robbery. I thought that kid could have done more to not leave it in the judge's hands, but I still thought he got robbed.
Okay.
That's not it wasn't a robbery though. But I'm gonna say this though. Neither one of them could beat Keyshawn Davis though. I don't give a damn.
And Keyshawn Davis can't beat Frank Martin. So what we really talking about? And Keyshawn Davis can't beat Frank Martin. So what we talking about? So what we talking about? He'll beat the shit out of El Rayo. Well, matter of fact, where Lalo at? Can we really talk about it now, Lalo? Can we really talk about it now?
DJ decided that we wanted water day.
I'm gonna tell you, that's the fight I want. That's the fight I want to see.
Man, El Rayo couldn't hold Keyshawn Davis jockstrap. Keyshawn Davis will beat the shit out of El Rayo, man.
You got whoever had music, gotta turn that music off because I need to monetize this bad boy.
I know that was me, but no, it's not. It wasn't a major music. It was my own stuff. I turned it down. That was my own stuff.
It might sound like somebody's shit. So
no, yeah, I know how YouTube trip. My bad.
Look, he said your shit sounds so good. It sounded like it was real music.
Shout out to that little cute ass Anissa Estrada.
You can go back.
She got in there and put in that work.
Yeah, I didn't see that fight as a 10-0, maybe like 8-2 or 7-3, but I didn't see it as a 10-0.
10-0, bro.
10-0, maybe like 8-2.
Bro, she walked her ass around that ring for 10 rounds, man.
But no, you got to think old girl was landing a lot too. Rupture, how we say her name. She was landing too. I seen her fight prior to that. I was like, this fight might be a little bit not as easy as her other fights, and I was right about that. But she was landing counter punches all night. So yeah, she is no robbery. She won easily. But you know what I'm saying? I just think that I ain't see it 10-0.
Fellas, what's going on?
What's up, OG?
Hey, what's happening?
Oh, man, great night of boxing, man. Great night of boxing. As I predicted, Caleb Plant was whooping his ass until he got tired.
Right. Me and you both called it, OG.
I got a newfound respect for Caleb Plant.
Yeah, I got respect for him, but he wasn't whooping his ass.
No. Listen.
No. Don't get me wrong. Let me make this clear. One of those guys got the decision, but nobody lost that fight.
So this is what I'm saying.
Nobody lost that fight. That was a hell of a fight. Caleb Plant showed Monster Heart. David Benavidez showed Monster Heart. David Benavidez showed that he got another gear that Caleb Plant couldn't match.
Right.
I wouldn't say that. But I would say.
Why is Caleb Plant? Hey, listen. Why is Caleb Plant the only Larry Wade fighter that can't fucking have no goddamn stamina? What is that about, bro? Every other Larry Wade fighter.
I'm gonna tell you why. Anytime you see a guy like that that has stamina issues, I think Caleb Plant is carrying too much muscle. I think that's when being too lean comes into question, because you look at somebody like Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor has stamina issues, but he's always in dog shape, and because he carries a lot of muscle. I think Caleb Plant carries a lot of muscle.
Hey,
I'm telling y'all, I
would say
your body shot slowed his ass down too.
I'm gonna say this.
It's the white boy gene.
It's the road work. No, it's the road work. But what I was trying to say real quick is I got a lot of respect for Caleb Plant, because right after the fight, he didn't go to his corner and cry over. He went straight to the man. He tapped him on his shoulder, and he came at him like a man and gave him some respect. And you see, if you peep it, David was still on like, oh, is he still on some bullshit? But Caleb came to him and gave him a tap on the shoulder, showed him some respect. Like I respect that man like that. That's a man that you can respect.
Yeah, it was some real old school shit. I like what David said after the fight. He was like, "Yeah, man, it was just we didn't think we was gonna get to fight each other, so now that we got to fight each other." He was like, "I like him now, so we cool."
Yeah.
They got in there, swung it out.
He respects him now. He respects him because David knows tonight. No matter how it looked at the end, David knows his ass was in a fight.
Yeah.
David ass was in a fight tonight.
Oh, Caleb.
I'll tell you something I noticed. I don't know if the rest of y'all noticed it though.
Caleb exposed him tonight.
I'll tell you something I noticed, man. I don't know if anybody else picked up on it, but what I noticed was that Caleb Plant had better punch resistance against Benavidez than he did against Canelo. So I mean, looking at it, it seemed almost like that Canelo has more power than Benavidez, and that be saying something if it's true. But it could be it could be a mental thing by Caleb saying I'm not going down to you. So it could be
Caleb would have been down on the mat if he was not doing all of that holding.
Well, no, hold on. I think also Caleb didn't let him.
Hold on, we got a super chat. Hold on, we got a super chat. Did you see Khan beat Caleb Plant?
Shout out to Big Dog Willie, man. Big Dog Willie always come through with the con facts.
He always come through with that bush.
Hey, man, Amir Khan.
He always come through with the con facts.
It's not. See, I don't think that it's the fact that Canelo has more power than Benavidez, because I don't think that's it. I think the difference between Canelo and Benavidez is that Canelo fights in spurts. Canelo fights in certain spots, and he breaks a break, and he fights in spots, and he explodes on you real fast, and he backs up because he got gas tank issues. You know what I mean?
Well, I think Caleb didn't allow David to really catch him flush like a solid.
Yeah, because he kept holding and hitting. He kept holding. He held all night.
It's a good strategy. I would do the same fucking thing.
I'm gonna say this though. If Breadman wasn't in Caleb Plant's corner tonight, he would have died.
Oh wow! Yeah, I don't know if he died.
Caleb Plant just like he did when he fought Canelo.
Brother, I love you.
Hell is hype.
I will say this. If Plant wanted to get his tank right, he wanted to get his stamina right, he needs to go talk to Ernesto. He'll get his stamina up.
Man, look.
He'll get his stamina up. Look how Jared Hurd was a 12-round fighter while he had Ernesto, and after he had Ernesto, he hadn't been a 12-round fighter. So if Caleb Plant wants to get himself up and be able to last those rounds, he go to see Ernesto, he gonna get that stamina up.
Yeah, Caleb Plant is consistently. I said it before he fought Canelo. I said Caleb Plant is a 7-round fighter, but then after he fought Canelo and then he fought the Darrell brother. You know what I'm saying? I thought you know that he learned from that. They learned from the Canelo fight and became a better fighter. Now I see in this fight, he's still basically a 7-round fighter.
So would you say the same thing about Chris Colbert? I would think Chris Colbert to me, Chris Colbert like a ballroom fighter.
This should be over. This should be over.
Plant did.
He just knocked this motherfucker slap across the middle.
Plant did to Darrell what he was supposed to do.
Yeah, that's over. Stop it, Rob. Stop it, Rob. Just stop.
Nah,
He's about to kill this dude.
They out there fighting.
Yeah, it was 2 more fights after the Caleb Plant fight.
Yeah, it's one more fight left. We've watched 2. Yeah. There's 1 more left. This dude, in the 6th rounder, he just got knocked from the fucking. What's that? What is that? DraftKings? From the DraftKings sign in the middle of the ring all the way to the corner.
That wasn't the main event.
With 1 punch. Huh?
That wasn't
These
the main
are
event.
dark matches. These are dark matches.
These are dark matches.
You at the fight?
Yeah, I'm still at the fight. Yeah.
Oh shit! Damn, lucky you.
Shit, you the only one there? I don't see nobody else.
Yeah. I'm watching the post-fight interview.
Who is that?
I'm watching the post-fight interviews now.
You need to be turning. You need to get close to turn the camera on.
A magnificent performance with a unanimous decision.
Turn that on. Turn that on.
Yeah, you can't hide that. Hey. Yeah,
Shelton tried to put me on here while he tried to catch me sleeping and put me on here, man. I know what he was doing, man.
What's up, Santos?
Hey, Eric. You know I haven't been asleep, man. I'm still going, man. Battery's low like a son of a gun.
That's what's up.
What's happening? What's happening? Yeah, it was a great night of boxing, man. It was pretty cool, man. The holes were fine and the fights were good. Just the way I like it. Fine holes, good fight. Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming on out for the MGM Grand Garden.
They got to turn that off, man. You can't have that playing in the background.
She need to give me one to take over to the resort with her so she can help me sleep comfortable tonight.
There you go. There you go.
Hey, yo, Shelton back, man. We gonna snatch one up on the way out, y'all. 1 or 2 or 3, maybe 4. Is this the last fight? Time to go. Come on, Santos. Let's go get in the bed, man. No,
don't say it like that. Don't say it like that.
Hey, don't say it like that. What the hell?
Oh, come on, man. Shut the fuck up with that bullshit.
Yeah, man.
Damn, I dropped my fucking mask. Ain't that a bitch? No, I don't want that. It's on the ground now. I don't want it. I got 2 more in my bag. Y'all have a great night. Thank you for hosting us.
Absolutely, man. Hey,
great night of fights, man.
Shout out to Jesus Ramos. Beat the living shit out Joey Spencer.
Yeah, Joey Spencer got exposed. Thank you guys for having us. You have a great night.
Yeah,
yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Yeah, Joey Spencer got exposed. He got his ass brutally beat. He got his ass brutally beat tonight, man.
He just got a little bit exposed. That's all. He got exposed to the elements a little bit. I'm gonna go here see some food over here.
Shout out to his daddy for stopping that fight.
That's about food. Yeah, Joey Spencer got exposed. As me and DJ was talking about it. Was that this morning, DJ?
Yeah, that was this morning.
Yeah, we were saying that we're gonna find out if he is what they say he is. And we saw that clearly he is not.
Nah, he ain't ready yet. That meat ain't tender. You gotta put it back in the oven. It ain't ready yet. He ain't done cooking yet.
Say put Joey back in the oven.
Put him back in the oven. He ain't done cooking yet, man.
He ain't done cooking yet.
Oh, where?
Nah, he ain't ready, man.
Let's move on right there, Hey, man, we're finna take a picture, man.
Can we get Jesus Ramos and Brian Castano going? Can we get that going?
Yeah, that'd be a good fight. That'd be a real good fight.
Okay.
Hey, I'm finna
let's get that going. I'm with it.
Hey, I gotta jump off for a little bit, man. I'll get back with you guys.
All right, Tim.
All right.
Yes, indeed. Hell yeah, man. A good night of fights. That was a good card for PBC, man. It's worth every penny.
Yeah, man. I wasn't disappointed tonight.
Not at all. Not one fight disappointed me.
That's a fact.
Not one fight. You had
Al Heyman suck.
Well, let me guess, Gary Antoine Russell on the pound for pound list too.
Come on, man, stop it.
Signs of the time. Salute to you. Jay, what's going on?
Stop it.
Yeah, man. Joey Spencer, man. I think it was the haircut.
Yeah, a bread man, a one and done trainer. He's good for one big fight. Genetics. Caleb can box like a brother from.
Hold on. I was talking to. Hold on. I was still in some alcohol. Y'all said Gary Russell. I heard Gary Russell. Who said Gary Russell? Somebody say it again?
Man, nothing, man. Don't worry about it.
He'll be back. He'll be back. He'll be back.
Oh. Put him in the back.
Hey, listen. You got to go 4 streams without mentioning Gary Russell. You got to talk about some other.
That's impossible because that's the most powerful fighting family.
You sure about that?
Yeah. Give me one boxing family that is.
Well, all time or currently?
We can go current, but I'm feeling bold. I'm thinking all time too, because I can't think of one.
Dude,
that,
Mayweather? The Mayweathers?
Roger,
what?
Nigga
No.
Layla got more power
Hold
than him.
on. Everybody name theirs, and I'm gonna drop the mic on him. Go ahead.
No, I'm not gonna say Roger. I'm not gonna say the Mayweathers. They close, but not there.
Jamel and Jamal Charlo. Jamel and Jamal Charlo.
No, we're talking about the whole family.
Nigga, the Cusco.
Oh shit. Okay.
That's only two brothers.
Jamel and Jamal Charlo.
I wouldn't say Jamel and Jamal Charlo because they haven't fought everyone that needed to fight.
Yeah, but that's only two people. Well, Jamal.
You got one undisputed champion and another two division champion.
Got 154.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I give him.
You got one undisputed champion and a two division champion.
What?
Yeah, but then you still got to go against the longest reigning WBC champion, Olympic, and both of them are Olympic bronze medalists. No, I think one's a silver and one is a bronze.
Well, you also got the Spinks brothers too, two heavyweight champions.
Hello.
What's their Olympic
Hello.
pedigree?
Hey, we ain't finna give them all that fucking credit, man.
What's their Olympic pedigree? Come on now.
Well, they both gold medalists. You know what we talking about?
Yeah, we done with it. We done with it. He not gonna see the light.
All right. No, I
How
didn't.
about Tank Davis get booed tonight at the fight?
I didn't think y'all would know that. That's that.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, I didn't expect.
He got booed when they put him on the big screen. He got booed, man.
There's a lot of Latinos in there, man.
Yeah, it was. It was definitely a pro Latino crowd.
And pro Latino commentators and pro Chris Colbert commentator.
I wonder if Vegas
really. I think every shot that El Rayo landed was the greatest shot ever.
Nah, everything that Chris Colbert did was great. Oh my God, look at that! The flirt, dude. He's barely surviving. He's barely surviving.
Nah, man.
He's barely surviving.
Every shot Chris Colbert got hit with, they act like he was near death.
He kind of was.
Cal, is this the new computer?
Huh?
Cal, is this a new computer?
No. It's over here. Hey. I ain't on the chat.
Oh.
Y'all got.
But I think Kyle, along with a few others, were the only ones who watched that bullshit Jose Ramirez fight.
Nah,
man went life and death with Comey. Now I see why he ducked Regis Prograis.
Man, he beat the shit out of Richard Comey ass, man.
Man, that motherfucker went life and death with Regis. He went life and death with Comey, man.
No death, man.
I knew that fight was gonna be some trash. That's why I didn't even entertain it at all. I see that bullshit.
Yeah, I already really didn't care.
105-pound females came up. I was like, yeah, this is.
But that was a good fight. I like that. That's the fight I wanted to see the most right there. That's the one I wanted to see.
Yeah, man. I need some Strata to get busy, man.
Yeah, that's the one I wanted to see.
It wasn't excited enough for me. 105 pounds. No, I wasn't go see no power.
Yeah, but it ain't all about the power, man. Sometimes it's about good boxing. You know what I'm saying?
Just skill. It just depends on the person though and what they like.
I think a lot of the judges just get stuck on this fighter style. This guy is doing what we normally would want to see him do, and so we're going to give it to him, or we expect all of this. So since we're expecting all of this, they kind of don't equate for that in their judging and their ruling. Like they're never looking at the fighters with fresh eyes, as if you've never seen this fighter fight before, which you're supposed to. You're supposed to look at each fighter as if you've never seen them fight before, and then go ahead and judge each round by that. But then instead, they're looking at the whole body of what these fighters have done, and they're judging them on, well, they look a little bit better than their last fighter. They're normally doing this, and they're doing a little bit of this, so that's what they're supposed to do. And we got to, nah, man.
Bitch is full of shit.
I need my Latino fans to come over here. I'm with the bullshit tonight.
Pure, where you at?
I want y'all to explain to me. I want y'all to explain to me how El Rayo got robbed.
Hey, DJ, what you said earlier about Caleb Plant and the muscle, Another perfect example that would be Anthony Joshua with his stamina.
Anthony Joshua is another one.
Mm-hmm.
When you carry all that muscle, you got to have the oxygen to feed those muscles.
And I think
Deontay Wilder, the second Tyson Fury fight.
Yeah. I think Caleb Plant should not fight on the back foot, but learn to pivot. You know what I'm saying? Learn to, hey, you know what I'm saying?
You mean spin out? You mean spin out on the back foot?
Yeah, but he just keeps going back, and he does it good for the first six rounds or so, and then it catches up. It takes a lot of energy.
The pivot is on the front foot. You mean spin out on the back foot?
Yeah, spinning. You know what I'm saying? Spinning around like boom, 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 spin, boom, boom,
The
spin.
one time he did do that, he ended up on the box side of David. I mean, on David, and he was talking shit. You know what I'm saying? Because he completely cleared that lane. When he did spin out, he was right there on the backside of him, and that's when he was over the top of his head talking shit to him.
But he can't keep doing this fighting going backwards for 12 rounds because it takes a lot of energy. Just try running. Anybody don't understand. Just try going out running backwards.
Yeah.
Backwards.
It burns you, dude.
So where does Caleb go from here?
You got use.
He's the gatekeeper now.
I mean, 168 really ain't got that much. I mean, Ryder's like
he's a gatekeeper now.
He only lost in 2 fights, DJ.
Yeah, 2 fights. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he's still tough.
But he lost against the 2 best in the weight class.
What kind of talk is that?
What the hell is that?
What was
that
that?
noise?
I don't know what's going on with that.
I said Caleb is not a gatekeeper. You're not a gatekeeper loser to the 2 best, and you can put up a good fight. Whoever's talking that nonsense don't know what they're talking about.
No, but
that's your boy DJ.
Since he a gatekeeper now.
No, he's not. He's not. He'll still get big paydays. He's still a contender, and he's good. He's good. He didn't get drowned by either one of those guys.
But a gatekeeper is the person who separates you from the top.
Okay, when he gets this next stack of millions, I'm gonna see how much gatekeeper you think he is.
Man, fuck that money talk. We talking about where he stands in the division.
He is not a gatekeeper, DJ.
Who's under him? Who's under him? Who's under him?
Who's the top 3 at 168? Who's top 3?
Well, right now,
gatekeeper's not top 3.
It's
Canelo, Benavidez, and Canelo.
Well,
there's no third place.
I think y'all forgetting about. Oh man, David Morrell, Demetrius Andrade. Come on, bro.
But that's
they hadn't fought anybody. Who have they fought?
The separation between the 2.
Who have they hadn't fought? They hadn't fought the top yet.
That's what makes him a date.
I would like to see Morrell against Plant though. That would be a good fight now to see where he's at. He's only at
and that's why he's a gatekeeper.
I don't want to see Morrell against Benavidez because, like I said, if Benavidez beats him, they're gonna be like, "Well, he only has 8 fights." I don't want that excuse.
Nope. We're not doing that because I'm gonna tell you why we're not doing that. Because when they put that belt on that kid in his first 3 fights, you can't go backwards from that.
I agree with you. I'm not disagreeing with you, but I'm saying, but this is gonna be the excuse if he loses, though. You know that.
No. If anybody say that after that, they don't know what they're talking about.
But it's gonna be the excuse. You know it though. You know it is.
It's just that's a cop out. But I'm sorry. I think I'm still the only one because I'm with the bullshit because I watched Speedy Rashidi get robbed 2 months ago. So I'm with the bullshit tonight. I don't think El Rayo got robbed.
Speedy Rashidi did not get robbed.
Speedy Rashidi got fucking robbed, bro. I watched him whoop Via's ass for the first 9 rounds of that fight, and he ended up losing the last 3, and he lost the fight.
The man kept coming forward, punishing Speedy
I don't care. You can't walk forward eating punches all night until you finally get to me in the last 3 rounds, and you don't knock me out.
Chris Colbert did, and he said
punches had no effect on him.
Hey,
don't matter. They landed.
And then he got beat the last 4 or 5 rounds.
He lost the last 3 rounds, clearly. 10, 11, and 12, he lost clearly.
Knocked out. And each
that was a robbery. That was a more egregious robbery than what people calling this one tonight. This had nothing compared to Speedy Rashidi and Roman Villa.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
I can hear you now.
All right, good. Cause I got the.
Hey, I just called Steven Espinoza while his gal was trying to get him out of here. Me and Sheldon ran up. I was walking behind him. I said, hey, man, are we coming back out here in June or what? And he's like, I don't know where that room, because I said, oh, sure you don't. I said, I know. I said, I heard about that June. I saw that advertisement. Maybe, man, that's like Juneteenth. I said, no, Juneteenth the 19th. He said, yeah, but that's in Texas. I said, no, it's nationwide. It started in Texas. Then he's like, might want to think about July. I said, all right, now you're talking. So the fight might go down in July. Just a little hit to drop. Man, it's more rumple still skin out here than a little bit. I can't even be still because I'm looking at so much of it. I was gonna go home and go to bed, but they got a little John at a nightclub, and there's still a lot of them running around here. Decisions.
Bro, I'm up all night talking shit about that COVID decision. Told y'all I'm with the bullshit tonight.
That little fool lost that fight, man. He got the brakes beat off of him.
No, he didn't. He didn't lose. What did Jackson say?
I don't say he got the brakes beat off of him. He did fight back and gave himself a halfway decent showing. But the thing is, he lost that fight though. That fight went back and forth after the knockdown, but one guy had a knockdown, just like Porter and Spence. And the guy that had the knockdown should have been the winner of that fight.
Not the guy whose whole face was busted up from eating combinations all night.
No, my eyesight is a little blurred because I've been up over 24 hours, but I saw him in the post fight interview. Yeah, his face was scarred up. He talking about COVID, but he lost the fight. I don't know how he can even be a man enough to tell himself he won that fight, man, because he did not win that fight. But if that's what he wants to believe, that's on him.
If Speedy Rashidi lost and then El Rayo lost.
Hey, but he did tell the nigga to run it back though.
Mm-hmm.
No. Cobra said
You breaking up.
He said he's going back down to 130. Huh?
No, he didn't. He said he want to run it back.
Man, I just got finished listen to the boy talk on the post-conference fight. He said he's going back to 130. He said he's not giving him a rematch. Now, you look it up.
Is that what he just said?
Yeah, he just said it. I'm not going to quote him if he didn't say it. I ain't telling you what I heard on somebody else's show. I'm telling you what I heard him say. He said he said he's not giving him a rematch because he's a sore loser and he's going back to 130. That's exactly what he said.
Oh, okay, but no, I'm talking about in the ring. No, he said that they can run it back though. But then after he came with that, because he said run it back, I said run it back then.
He may have. I mean, it was so loud in the arena, I couldn't tell what he was saying exactly. But I know one thing: in that post conference, he don't want no more of El Rayo. He don't want no more of that. You know, he talking stuff about him being a sore loser all he wants to, but that's just straight up punking out. That's what that is to me.
Hey, he would.
I ain't like. I saw something tonight. I heard something tonight that I really didn't like. I think David Benavidez had an opportunity to really press that fight and really drop his nuts on Canelo, and he didn't do it. Like, no, I don't think he ducking me. He just got a lot of options. No, he really don't have a lot of options.
I know you were talking about.
He really don't have a lot of options. If he come back to that division, he better fight me. If he come back down to 168, well, after his next fight at 168 better be me.
Yeah, that's Yeah, I noticed he did that too, DJ.
I felt like this is your opportunity, bro. Sell the fight right now. A lot of fans been calling for it, but this is your opportunity to box him in.
Canelo was in the
house I really don't think Bivol wants to fight him again, man. I really don't.
He will.
Only reason he would do it would be to take the money.
Yeah, because it's an easy fight. Cool.
It's a big bag and an easy fight.
Yeah. Canelo's never gonna beat Bivol unless he catch him on a night he's sick or got a pain in his body somewhere. If both guys are 100%, he's never beating that guy. He's too big and strong. He can box too well, and he has a good chance.
Yeah, now I'm on Twitter. I'm on Twitter right now, and everybody's like, "Well, in the discussion, Benavidez can't beat Canelo. He knocked out Caleb Plant. Benavidez couldn't even knock out Caleb Plant." Well, you dumb fucks. If you really watched the fight, you saw Caleb grabbing on for dear life, trying to keep him going down.
He fought it smart this time. He wrapped him up when he was trying to get off, you know.
Yeah, and like I said, I have no problem with the holding, even though it was excessive. But when me and Kyle and other guys were talking about earlier, it was like when David started framing him with the elbow and started punching over the top, I had no problem with that either. So if you're not going to call Caleb for all this excessive holding, you can't call David for framing and punching. That's on Kenny Bayless. Kenny Bayless was trash tonight.
Well, I'll tell you what, everybody in the arena was pleased with the fight on both sides. No one said anything about robbery. No one was talking about, who fouled who. All they talked about was, this is a great fight. This is a great fight. This is everything that we figured it would be, This is what everybody was saying. And no one was talking negative about the fight after the fight as they were walking out. So I think it's all good for people that watch it live. I thought I saw so much. And it might be some YouTube chatter about it. I don't know, but man, I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to do something, fellas.
All right.
I'm gonna have to do something, man. Between today and tomorrow or something. I don't know.
You ain't finna do nothing right now but take your old ass to sleep.
Yeah, you probably right, because it'll probably be a dry run tonight.
Nah. You ain't finna do nothing but go to sleep.
I gotta get up anyway and go to a freaking meeting in the morning. I agreed to. I shouldn't have. Shouldn't have agreed. Yeah, but it's been cool, man. It's chill out here, but it's been cool. Yeah, man. It was some sights to see. Well, every boxing match they have sights to see, so no surprise there. But it's a whole lot of them mamacitas out here, boy.
Yeah, I didn't like I said, I'm on Twitter right now reading a lot of reactions to the fight. It was like a lot of people are really like trashing Kenny Bayless, man, for letting him hold David to keep him from knocking him out. Which you really can't blame Caleb for that. But like I said, you only gonna do what they can let you get away with.
He interrupted a lot of action too. I just saw Kenny. He's taller than I thought he was. He's about my height. I just saw him. He had his suit on. He was out of the uniform. And I started to say something to him, but I said, no, I'm leaving him alone. But yeah, he didn't do a well of a job.
Fight was close though. It was a good fight, man. I enjoyed that fight a lot.
Yeah, and when David, I forgot what round was it that David had him hurt, and Kenny Bayless stepped in and called time. What round was that? Like round 8 or 9?
8.
Round 8.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I remember that was when the dog walking started. It was like, wait, what are you doing? Like Caleb is cooked right now. You got to get out the way. And then I like how in the very next round, Caleb needed a breather. He came out and punched David right in the nut. It's like, see, that's smart right there. I'd have did the same shit. Like, hold on, give me a minute. But all in all, man, it was a great night of boxing. All the fights on the card delivered.
Was it? Because I know you've been waiting on this shit for a long time. Was it?
Yeah, man, it was worth it. It was worth it, dog. It went exactly how I thought it would go. So it was worth it, man. Cody Crowley.
I didn't even watch that fight. How'd it go?
That was a good fight.
It was a good fight. It was a good fight.
Who do I think won the fight? I didn't see it.
Yeah, it's a good fight.
Cody Crowley won the fight.
The right man won the fight. The right man won the fight.
Yeah. The right man won all the fights.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, no. No, we ain't going that far. There was a robbery tonight.
Nah, I don't think so.
Black man reaped the benefit of that robbery.
No, he Mexican, bro. They both Mexican.
He Mexican.
Who, Colbert?
Yeah, he Mexican, man. He said he Mexican.
All right, well, I guess that's why they robbed him then. So he made them believe that he was Mexican too.
Hey, listen, y'all know I'm a flashy guy, right? Y'all know I like big ass chains and shit. But this Mayweather chain was ridiculous, bro.
Who?
Mayweather chain was ridiculous, though.
I mean, Mayweather is a ridiculous human, so it is what it is.
Hey, that was a cat out here from the Bay Area sitting next to me in Shelton tonight. I forget what his name is, a young cat. But he didn't stay with us the whole night. He ended up going to another seat for the main event. But look like we need to try to get out here in July, fellas.
Boy, you got a whole titty on your head and your nose busted. You lost. I'm sorry. I'm enjoying this because I didn't hear none of this robbery shit when Speedy Rashidi got robbed a couple months ago. I'm enjoying this. I'm with all the bullshit tonight. I'm enjoying it.
That's crazy.
Yo, my bad.
I'm thoroughly enjoying this shit.
I mean, you can't say it's a robbery though, man. It was cool.
It was a close fight. They acted like El Rayo just blew him out the water. No, it was a close fight. It really could have went either way. That's why it's not a robbery. It was a good scrap.
Every close fight isn't a robbery, man.
Right.
Robberies is more on the line of when you have a guy just getting beat up all fight and he wins a close decision. That's a
robbery. Was Michael Fox. That was a robbery.
Yeah, that was
robbery. Was Roman Villa and Speedy Rashidi Ellis. That was a robbery.
Robbery was Sturm De La Hoya when De La Hoya lost at least 10 rounds and they gave him 7 fights.
Robbery was De La Hoya and Pernell Whitaker.
That was a robbery.
Robbery was Chavez Pernell Whitaker.
That was a robbery.
Yeah, this
robbery was Richard Steele, who should still be in hiding for taking that fight away from Meldrick Taylor.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, that ain't.
No, man. Meldrick lost it. He won the fight, but he lost when he didn't acknowledge the referee. Man, I saw the fight. The boy was hurt, man.
Bro, if you go back and look at, bro, they've done documentaries on this fight. If you go back and watch it, He was looking at Lou Duva. He was looking at Lou Duva, answering Lou Duva.
One of the things they teach you when you box, you acknowledge the referee when he's asking if you're all right.
With 5 seconds left, you don't stop that fight. With 5 seconds left, he can't take no more damage than he's already taken. With 5 seconds left, you don't stop that fight.
It's the referee's job to make sure you are all right. Not to look at the
man. Richard Steele was looking for a reason to stop that fight.
I would agree with you, Santos, if Richard Steele didn't have a history of doing this with Don King fighters. But he has a history of stopping fights to help Don King fighters, and we have proof of that. Like I said, one fight you can't even find on YouTube. Quincy Taylor, when he fought Keith Holmes, Quincy Taylor was the champ, and as soon as Keith Holmes dropped him and had him hurt, Richard Steele stopped the fight immediately because Keith Holmes was a Don King fighter. You cannot find that fight.
That ain't the fight. That ain't the fight that messed his career up. Though the fight that messed his career up was that was the first one. Then the Razor Ruddock thing with Mike Tyson, Razor Ruddock.
Yeah, too. He stopped that fight too early. Exactly. Yeah. And Mike Tyson,
but that fight with Major Tate, he did the right thing, man. In fact, if I was a referee and I boxed before, if I was a referee, I would have stopped it too. He wasn't acknowledging the man. The man kept asking him if you all right. He looking delirious and everything. How does he know the man
is looking at it? He was looking at his trainer, talking to his trainer.
Hold on, he could have had a concussion. We don't know that. If he didn't acknowledge the referee, you gotta. When I was boxing, man, as a kid, one of the first things they teach you, you acknowledge the referee when they ask you all right. You look at him. He broke rule number 1, 2, or 3, or whatever it was that we were taught. So I love Major Taylor. He dominated that fight, but he gave it away.
Yeah, but if you're gonna do that, you got to be consistent across.
But you got to be, you as a fighter got to hold your own too. And if part of the rule is you acknowledge the referee, you got to do that. Just like you got to duck and dodge, you got to hit and not be hit. You got to do everything. You got to do your part.
Yeah, because
I don't feel he was robbed. I don't, because he just didn't do what he needed to do at the end of the fight. That's just like when Caleb Plant got clipped by Canelo. He didn't do what he was supposed to do. Just like tonight, he ran out of gas and he got hurt. He didn't do what he was supposed to do. Period. He dominated the first 4 or 5 rounds. So
we've seen this in UFC as well with Herb Dean. Like certain people, he'll stop the fights quick for. But I seen a fight with BJ Penn. BJ Penn was getting like murdered for a minute straight, and he wouldn't even stop it. I forgot what fight was that, DJ? But BJ Penn was on the ground just getting murdered.
Nick Diaz.
And Herb Dean just let him get beat for a minute straight. Wouldn't even stop it. And I've seen Herb Dean.
Yeah, if you hadn't even go back and look at the Robbie Lawler and Ben Askren fight. If you have a history of getting slept, like he's gonna look at you like, you're not gonna get a long leash with him. But some fighters, if you got a history for being tough and being able to get yourself out of situations, he'll let it ride. He will let you get your ass whipped. He ain't Mario. He wasn't Mario Yamasaki or Steve Mazzagatti. Not Mazzagatti, but Eve Levine. Those two referees right there, Eve Levine and Mario Yamasaki will let you get your ass beat.
I'm gonna jump off, man. Holler at my homies, man.
Hey, shout out to Tony Weeks, man. Tony Weeks said you get your ass beat too.
Yeah. Shout out to Tony. And I told him that when I saw him in Vegas. I was like, man, I appreciate you. You a Hall of Fame ref. And I was like, when you watch a Tony Weeks fight, somebody's gonna get their ass beat before you stop it. And he just kind of laughed.
And Steve Smarger was the same. Steve Smarger,
Mills Lane was the same way. Mills Lane would let you get your ass whipped before he would stop a fight. Especially if it's a championship fight. Oh man. Now, non-title fights, I can understand it. I can understand people being quick on the trigger. But championship fights, you gotta let that ride, bro. Like this for the title. But yeah, Kyle, this gonna be it for me, man. I had to get all that off of just anybody out there listening. I'm gonna be in and out. Is that Mexico?
Yo. What up, player?
What's up, man?
Hey, you already know.
Hey, shout out to the Blexican himself, Chris Colbert, on his glorious victory tonight. No robbery, in my opinion. I think the right man won the fight. I think the right man won the fight because it could have went either way. But I wouldn't have been mad if El Rayo won because it really could have went either way. Everybody just, oh man, he got a knockdown. He got a knockdown. Yeah, but he also got his nose boxed off every time they went to the middle of the ring. He would land a hard shot and back Chris Colbert up. Chris Colbert would go in the corner. He'd throw these wild combinations where only 3 out of 10 landed. But it looked great. The crowd's cheering. And I just think it could have went either way. So genuinely, that's how I feel. I really feel like that fight could have went either way. I don't think it was just a wash by Valenzuela by any means. The Speedy Rashidi Ellis fight was an absolute travesty.
Run it back.
I don't understand how Villa lost. In my opinion, he lost the first 9 rounds of that fight and ended up winning the majority decision.
Nah. Speedy Rashidi's trash. But hey, Cobra said he'll run it back. First thing he said, he'll run it back. Fuck it. Take it. That's a great fight. That's a sellable fight.
Yeah, because he know he can beat El Rayo now.
Yeah,
but whether you think El Rayo won or lost that fight,
Plant got a fucking chin, boy. That motherfucker got a chin.
Nah, that motherfucker got skills and he's smart because he held on.
No, I can't believe he didn't get warned because there was times he didn't even throw a punch. He just went straight for a hold.
Right.
Canelo got that power, bro.
And David don't?
Hey, I just want to say, I actually bought this card. I had a little fight party with my family. I bought the shit because I said, for one, it was 3 fights that were great. And actually, that Crawley fight was a good fight too. So for all 4 of them fights were cool. Joey Spencer got his ass with complete domination. But going into it, they look evenly matched to undefeated dudes.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a showcase card. It wasn't a everyone's on here to win and that's it and fighting bums. There was a good competition.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah, I said earlier, Joey Spencer ain't done cooking yet. You got to put him back in the oven. He ain't ready.
Hey,
yeah, he's only 23.
Hey, DJ.
What's up?
May 27th, man. We in Atlanta.
Who fighting?
Javon he got his own card. He headlining his own card.
Who is?
Pop. Remember the cat we met out? Well, I've been met him, but when we met out in
Pop. Yeah. I know who you talking about.
Yeah, he got his own card May 27th. You ain't nothing but a hop, skip, and a jump away from the A. So
yeah, I was gonna pull up for Broner, man.
I'm about to go play Fortnite with the kiddos and my fam. I'll let y'all.
Man, shut your soft ass up, nigga.
Man, shut the fuck up, dog. You can't see me in the post.
Yo.
Hey, look,
Kyle. In the house.
Kyle, he would never put that much bass in his voice talking to me.
Yo,
that's all I'm saying.
God, man, stop
it. Hey, DJ,
stop
you get it too.
Hey, listen. Mexico.
1-on-1 full court, me and you.
Hey, listen,
man, look, you don't want that.
Hey, start him out, DJ. He just got fired. So.
I didn't say Oklahoma drill, motherfucker.
Hey, start him out. He just got fired. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that might be why I'm so aggressive.
I'm gonna give you a couple hard 1986 files, and you're not gonna want to play no more.
Hey, the 1986 files. Wow.
Hey, I'm gonna give you one of them. Hey, I'm gonna give you one of them good Rick Mahorn files. You ain't gonna want to fight. You ain't gonna want to play no more.
Hey,
I'm gonna give you that.
Before you go, David
Morrell,
David Benavidez, can we get that, or should we go straight to?
No.
Yeah,
Morrell don't deserve a Benavidez fight, bro. Come on, man.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
He does. Why y'all getting hyped on Morrell? He's had one decent fight that's worth even naming in his whole professional career.
Hey, DJ, I told you I want to see it, but I just don't want this.
How about we do like Morrell Darrell and then Morrell Plant and then you beat these guys.
Anthony Darrell don't need to be. Anthony Darrell don't need to be nowhere near anybody's boxing ring.
Or do Darrell Boo Boo.
You gotta understand,
man. Andre don't want to fight nobody.
Plant is a gatekeeper, so he got to
He's
do
still
that.
chasing Canelo.
Yeah, he
Darrell
Except for
probably a
Canelo,
gatekeeper by now.
except for
Usateki,
Canelo,
some
who
of
been
them.
chasing for 3 divisions. Except for Canelo, he done chased the 3 divisions.
Yeah, he want that payday.
And Canelo don't want that fade.
Look, I think his style, Andre's style is all wrong for Canelo, man. I think,
and that's why he been avoiding that man for 3 divisions.
Yeah, because Canelo, he doesn't do good with movers. He's never done good with movers.
And I defend Demetrius Andrade a lot, a lot to my own detriment sometimes. Because I think he should have took that fight with Johnny Beck and beat the shit out of him. Because Johnny Beck ain't nothing special to me. He's good, but he ain't special. I think he should have took that fight and Payday on ESPN and beat the shit out of Johnny Beck. But it is what it is. Like the other champion was like, why am I staying at this division if the other champions ain't gonna unify with me? Like Charlo has made it known publicly he's never gonna fight me. Cinnamon Alvarez, when he was at that division, did not fight me. And even when he moved up to 168, has indicated he's never going to fight me. Triple G, who they tried to get Triple G to fight him in 2021. And Triple G said, no, I'm going to wait for Murata.
I agree that, but I think Triple G would actually be.
That's just my thing. All positive. My bad. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna let you get in. That's just my thing with Demetrius Andrade. When people say he's never fought a champion, he ain't beat nobody. Well, he tried to unify with the other 3 champions in that division, and they all told him no. 2 of them were on his same network. So, he couldn't get no unification fight. Now, you can say for what he didn't turn down no fades with them guys. Whatever people got to say, that man tried to fight the other 3 champions in that division, and they all told him no.
When that happens, you know what you got to do? You got to do what Tarver did. You got to fight the guys that the champions won't fight, the other guys they won't fight, and keep showing up at their press conference. Like when he was trying to get that fight, Roy Jones, he just started fighting, clearing out the other guys in the division that Roy Jones wouldn't fight, and taking fights that even if he lost, okay, this is going to set me back, but still taking those fights. And then he kept showing up Roy Jones press conference to the point that Roy Jones' back was in the corner like, yo, I got to fight this guy now. You know what I'm saying? You got to
But also, right? Roy Jones wasn't fighting bombs in the meantime, though.
Yeah, 175. I agree. Not 175. Roy Jones did all he could.
The thing with Canelo, he was fighting bombs, man.
Even the Ryder fight, even though Ryder's top 3 at 168, that shit. I just don't like this fight. No, I don't like this Ryder fight, man.
It's a trash fight. It's a trash fight. It's a showcase fight for Canelo. He's getting a fight in his home country for the first time since 2014, I think they said. 2014, 2016, I think this is his first time fighting in his home country since then. It's a showcase fight for him, which I have no problem with that. I actually respect Canelo, man, outside of the clenbuterol shit and him ducking Andre. But other than that, man, I'm cool with him. I have no problem with him. I don't want to be that guy who just shits on Canelo. But because I actually respect the guys he fought. I actually respect the Caleb Plant win. I actually respect the Callum Smith win because a lot of people didn't realize at the time who Callum Smith was, but
I knew it. But
you see now Callum Smith about to fight Beterbiev.
He said what?
Callum Smith is about to fight Beterbiev, so I respect that win.
And gets
what I don't respect is you telling Demetrius Andrade you fought nobody and you only want payday. Well, so did Rocky Fielding.
Yeah.
So did Billy Ho Saunders, who also ducked Demetrius Andrade.
Yep, he did.
So did Avni Yildirim, your sparring partner. You gave them the fight, but it's all good though, man.
I don't mind the Ryder fight for Canelo, but that should
because it's a showcase fight.
That shouldn't be one of his 2 fights in a year. If you want to do that, you got to fight 3 times in a year. But you can't. That can't be one of your 2 fights in a year. You can't do that.
I mean, I understand it. Reason why I'm not really kicking up a fuss about this fight and saying it's a travesty because I understand it. He's taking a tune-up because he's coming off of surgery and he needs to get acclimated back in the ring. You know what I mean? I don't think he's going to hop back in. And David Benavidez and Caleb Plant was already announced. Those 2 are already going to fight. Bivol, I think, has a fight coming up in June. I want to say. I think he's fighting. I forgot who somebody said he was fighting. It was somebody I didn't want to see him fight.
Yeah.
but he's fighting in June. He's going to defend his title, coming off that great win against Zurdo Ramirez, Fat Boy.
I knew that was
that's what everybody should be calling Fat Boy. I don't know why I don't know why more people ain't on his fucking head about him missing weight by 12 fucking pounds, but that's just ridiculous.
That's a lot, man. Like he ain't even try.
He didn't even try. When you miss weight by that much, you didn't even try.
Oh.
A pound or two, you tried, your body just shut down. You couldn't make weight no more. But anything over, I say 4-5 pounds, you didn't even try.
If
what's up, Steph?
If Bivol fights Canelo at 168, he deserves to lose. Because that would just be stupid.
Messing with these dogs, man. But chilling, man. My bad. Go ahead.
Go ahead, man.
I wouldn't even feel sorry for him. If he fought Canelo at 168, he deserves to lose. Because like you hold the cards, you're the 175 champion. You go down to 168 to fight a guy at his weight class for his belts, draining yourself a weight class you've been at for a long time, and draining yourself for 7 more pounds. What is it? 160, 75, 7, however many it is. You deserve to lose.
If I'm Dimitri Bivol, and if Canelo started talking about, I'll fight you at 168, suck my dick. You're not gonna bad Chad Dawson, Andre Ward me.
Yeah, but money talks, and Chad Dawson wouldn't be making the money that Bivol will be making fight Canelo at 168. So
you're right, you're right, but I don't think Bivol is motivated by money. I think he's motivated by legacy.
I hope so.
Yeah, I mean,
then you should be trying to press to fight Better Beef.
That's the fight we all want to see. But for some reason, we can't get the fights in boxing.
No, he is. I think we all want to see that fight.
Yeah, we want to see that.
But
it's
Eddie Hearn trying to save him, trying to keep Canelo over there with him. So if you notice, only reason Bivol fought Zurdo because that was a mandatory. He had to fight him. That was the only reason he fought Zurdo. It wasn't because Eddie Hearn wanted that fight to happen. Eddie Hearn has been trying to save Dimitri Bivol for Canelo because Canelo has a rematch clause for that fight, and eventually he knew Canelo would come back and want to come back to the table and renegotiate another fight. That's why the Beterbiev fight ain't really being pushed.
I'm surprised he doesn't want to get Callum Smith in there with Bivol. But you want to get him, with Bivol, but you want to serve him up on a platter against Art of Better Beef. It's really interesting.
Yeah, that's a mandatory.
Oh yes, that's right.
Yeah, Callum Smith is Better Beef's WBC mandatory.
And I think we know how that fight is going to end.
Yeah, the Terminator.
Yeah, I think we all. I mean, he should be at least a 60-1 favorite.
It's smart. They trying to age him out. Now that's really aging him out because Beterbiev is 37. He'll be 38, bro. He'll be 38 this year.
He's already about 40.
That's smart. They trying to age him out. I figure the fight will happen after he turns 38. You know what I mean? Maybe he gets cut. Maybe he gets beat up a little bit in that Callum Smith fight. Then we'll get the Bivol fight. But we'll see, man.
Well, it depends on how he looks in the Smith fight. It will determine his next opponent. It depends on how he looks.
Because I think Callum Smith going to give him some work because Anthony Yard was giving him some work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but, Anthony Yard still once shit went bad for him. It went bad, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yard did better than what I thought he would do, though. I'll give him that much.
Yeah, Yard did a lot better than I thought he would do.
Yeah, he's tough. A real tough kid, man.
Yeah.
But that was a good stoppage, man. I mean, he wasn't.
Yeah, that was a good stoppage from his corner.
It wasn't wrapping up. He was getting that ass beat.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was wrong, DJ. I thought Plant was going to stop Benavidez.
Oh no, I didn't see that coming.
Why do you think that?
Just power and just he had more ways to win the fight, given his game plan being the boxer puncher.
You didn't know Plant's Plant gas tank against top level opposition?
Sure, but I mean, I still like tonight. Like I felt like he still left some on the bone there, man. I expected him to get his ass beat on like that. That was no question.
He
I
did.
mean, yeah, and he did. Yeah, but he also he stood up. He stood up to it, man. He stood that ground and he played it. He played it smart, man. He played it real smart. I had it a draw, but honestly, I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like slight edge to Plant, but like I'm not mad. Benavidez won. He was very strong down the stretch, but he didn't have a jab to set his shit up. It was kind of pure instinct, man. Eventually he gonna get to the point where they gonna have to bring in a veteran trainer, support staff, someone they can respect to help that young man because he's still very young. But yeah, good boxing fight overnight, gents. Real box. I don't know if that was pay-per-view. They charged the wrong shit. The elephant in the room was sitting right there with Charlo. That's what they should be charging for. But
man, Charlo got to come back and fight, man.
Nah, man, I'm telling you, boy. When Charlo hit up on these boys, they get shook. They're like, "Oh shit, that hurts." They're like, yeah.
I hear you, but he got to fight.
That's true.
Charlo got to come back. Charlo got to come back from that injury, and this will eventually be a 2-year layoff. You know what I mean? And he gotta fight somebody. I gotta see what he looks like. He's been out injured, and I ain't really necessarily worried about the layoff. I'm a guy who really don't believe in ring rust if you prepare the right way.
Yeah.
So I mean,
age is a factor too.
Yeah, they're only 32 years old. The Charlo's only 32 years old.
I was just saying in general.
Yeah, frankly, I got you.
I was thinking about Lomachenko
now,
too.
Age coming off of a loan. I mean, I'm gonna tell you why that doesn't matter. You look at, in the best case for that is George Foreman. George Foreman took off for 10 years.
But heavyweights
came back
fast as
fast
as the smaller weights. So
Yeah, it's a little different, man.
Yeah. I mean, this is because power's the last thing to go. That's why I think they're trying to age out Beterbiev, but I don't think that's gonna. I think they're trying to wait for his legs and his eyes to start going away.
But his scar tissue.
And didn't he only come back for Tyson too?
Because easily.
He only came back for Tyson, but he ended up staying around and winning the title and being like the oldest dude. Talking about Foreman.
Yeah, he won in '94. He knocked out
and beat Michael Moore when Michael Moore was in his prime.
Losing every round.
I mean, well, yeah, man, dude was like 40 plus.
45.
Yeah, he was like 44, 45.
45. Matter of fact, George Foreman was my age when he won that title. Now imagine that.
Positive you that fucking old, bro? God, dog.
Oh my God, man.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
That one hurt.
There you go,
man. But like I was saying earlier, this card tonight did not disappoint.
No.
It was worth the money. If you bought the fight, it was worth the money.
What'd you think about that Colbert win?
I thought Colbert won the fight.
Okay, yeah, all right. I'm not that mad.
No, honestly though, in all honesty, it could have went either way. So that's why I'm not upset. I'm not calling it a robbery. Shout out to our brother Mark Nash. Mark Nash had a segment on his show where it was robbery a good scrap. That was a good scrap.
Nah, that wasn't. And you want to know what it wasn't a robbery? Because you see, he put Colbert down early, but he didn't finish Colbert off. Colbert was there. He hurt Colbert a lot. He put him down really early, but I think that played into the judges. You didn't finish the young brother off. And Colbert was doing some nice things, man. Like, if anything, because first off, he ain't got no pop. But if he just would have stayed to the outside, I get him trying to bite down and get it. His jab was on. It was on all night. But I was kind of impressed, gentlemen, that he stood his ground like that and was able to do some nice things on the inside. So I'm not mad he won. I thought Ryo won, but I'm not mad Colbert won at all. I'm not tripping. Definitely not a robbery.
It's cool.
It's close.
I mean, I get it. People think Ryo won, and I'm of the mind I wouldn't have been mad if Ryo won, but I'm also not upset that Colbert won because it to me what I watched tonight was Ryo landing the harder shots, but Colbert dominated the boxing.
Right. There you go. I like that.
I think Colbert outboxed him. I just think Ryo landed the harder shots.
Yeah, but Ryo, he was. I mean, I get it. One of the announcers said it. He was a little timid. I think Raul said it. Marquez. He was a little timid, coming off that last loss. So he wanted the fight to come to him rather than try to force things and you know, I think you know what I'm trying to say. But again, I thought not finishing Colbert off is what lost him the fight. Even though he had some really nice moments and he hurt the man, but Colbert was right there. I was also wrong about Joey Spencer, man. Fucking A.
Ooh, boy, he got his ass worked.
Yeah. And you know what now? I want to see Ramos Jr. and the Tower Inferno at it. It's time. It's time.
I
ready.
said Jesus Ramos and Brian Castano.
Nah. Yeah. But
I said Castano and Ramos. I think that'll be a great fight.
And I think Ramos Jr. will beat Tower Inferno too. And Tower Inferno, tough guy, man. I mean, Lubin can crack. I was impressed he weathered that storm. But I think Ramos Jr., the way, man, he just a little more slick. You saw the way he was setting up that left? I was like, boy, and that uppercut, I was like, man.
Oh, man, after that first knockdown in the first round, I said then Joey Spencer's fucked.
Yeah, I was like immediately. I was like, damn. I was like, you knew like immediately, like 2 rounds in. I was like,
oh, did you see them? I didn't watch the weigh-in, right? I didn't see them at the weigh-in.
He looked good.
Did you see how fucking big Ramos was compared to Joey Spencer?
Yeah. No, did you see how big he was tonight?
These two guys are in the same weight class. I was like, man, no way they're in the same weight class. No way.
Who's that? Spencer. I love it too, man. He proved that he's a tough guy. That's what I learned from him tonight. And
yeah, tonight was one of them nights where he was too tough for his own good. So I was glad his dad stopped the fight.
Yeah, that was a good stoppage. Very good stoppage. But like he
definitely
needed,
a good stoppage.
What he needed instead of Ramos is what he needed, like an old savvy vet, like gatekeeper. Because I get the moment that he was trying to seize and challenge himself, but like you needed to be doing that with like an old veteran who you knew you could dust off. Ramos is
man. It was time. It was time. I believe those guys are at the same stage in their career.
I don't know.
It was time for that fight to happen.
From round one, ding ding, you were like, oh damn, look at this mismatch. Fuck.
Yeah, and like I said, once he got dropped, man, I was like, oh, he's fucked.
Yeah, that was nuts.
Yeah, man, he was kind of cooked after that.
I didn't like that they booed my man Crawley, man. I definitely teared up on that.
Man, it was a pro Latino crowd, man.
I know. I did. I got that, but like, you know, that was, you know, and you know what? Like that was a good opening fight. That was a really, really good opening fight. Abel did what he could. He could have done a little bit more. But who's that? Crawley really stood on his plan, and that was just to outwork the old man, the older vet. It worked. And he looked like he got beat up too, right? Swollen cheeks everywhere, man. I was almost closed. I was like, dang. But yeah, I didn't like that they booed him though, man. I was like, dang. Oh, don't boo him, man. Like it's the biggest one in his career.
He got it, man. He got in there on that shit. They told him, man, shut that soft ass shit up, man.
Exactly. I was like, gosh. I'm like, no.
All that soft shit, man.
It was no love too. It was no love. I was like, ooh, man.
Man, Caleb Plant got booed on the way out of the arena too.
Yo, with the Marshall Mathers, I was crying.
Yeah, that shit was amazing. Yeah, his walkout was cool. His walkout was cool.
That was great.
His walkout was cool. He was like, y'all act like y'all never seen a white person before.
Yo, when he came out to that, I was like, whites win. I was like, race war. I was like, damn. Fucking calling my brother and shit. That shit was funny.
Yeah,
but yeah, D, he left too much on the bone, man. I was like, oh, and one more thing too, DJ. Hey, you know what else I learned too?
What's up?
For this main event, David Morrell is ready for David Benavidez. That's a really good fight now. Like I'm a believer now. I'm a believer. At first I was real strong. I'm still very heavy on David. I just again lined up the pros and cons and chose Caleb tonight. But yeah, man, that's a good fight. David definitely can handle this shit. David can definitely handle this shit. That should be in the works. But I still think the elephant in the room is Charlo. It's gonna be hard to turn down a David pay-per-view money. You know, it's gonna be real hard to turn that down.
And like I said, man, I'm not opposed to that fight at all, but I gotta see Charlo fight somebody. Number one, I gotta see him at the weight. and I got to see him fight somebody, man. He's been out 2 years.
2 years. That's a long time, man.
That's a long time.
Man,
You don't
Ray
come
Leonard,
back.
man,
You don't
Ray
come back
Leonard.
and
No,
fight.
DJ, let me stop you. No, DJ, fuck that. Let me stop you. Ray Leonard came off a 4-year layoff and fought a middleweight champion, the undisputed middleweight champ. No, hang on, let me finish. Dude, it did that. No one thought he could do that, bro. Come on, and he was a cokehead. He was coked
Steve,
out.
let me point out. Okay, even though Ray Leonard was a cokehead, you know what? Coke curbs your appetite. Charlo ain't missing no meals. Have you seen him lately?
Hey man, stop, man. Leave my man alone, man. I just get on. He gonna be all right. He got a stairmaster. Lions on. He got that basketball court. He'll be all right.
Charlo's got pretty big lately, man. I'm just saying. Ray Leonard always looked in shape. Even in his commentary, he was always in shape.
I'm glad he cut his hair too. You know, because like he got that tie dye in his hair all the time. So if you hit him, his hair flinging all over the place. I'm glad he cut his hair. Get that monkey shit off, and fucking start training, man.
Yeah, this tastes good, man.
Oh shit. But yeah, man. Overall, Steph, you hadn't heard me say it yet. I don't know how long you've been listening, but I had no interest in watching that Jose Ramirez and Richard Comey fight.
I wasn't
even though I had it on the TV while I was watching.
Who won that women's fight?
Sanita Estrada.
Oh, she won. She beat that white girl.
Easy work. Easy work.
Oh yeah, she beat that white
10-0. She won 10-0, bro.
Damn. Shit.
Even though all positive disagrees with me.
No,
it was 10-0.
I gave her at least 2 or 3 rounds. I didn't score.
Yeah, I ain't give her nothing.
But
I agree with the judges.
It wasn't as easy as all our other fights, though. It wasn't as easy as those fights because she was getting countered.
Yeah.
She definitely won. She won the fight. It's nothing controversial about it.
Yeah, easy work. Easy work.
Man, like
I'm gonna say straw weight. I don't like saying minimum weight.
Yeah, I always say straw weight.
I'm gonna call it straw weight.
Yeah, that ESPN shit was weak, huh?
Yeah, it was weak. Especially, I don't care what Jose Ramirez does, until he fights. He's got to fight Regis Prograis, man. He's been able to avoid Regis Prograis for a while, especially after Prograis lost to Josh Taylor when he got holed out of his WBC title shot. After he got holed out of his WBC title shot, and then Ramirez stepped aside. This is what they were saying on the broadcast tonight. I don't know Buddy's name. But they did like a little interview with Jose Ramirez, and they asked him about this. Like, you've turned down 2 title shots in the past year, so why you keep saying you just want to get the belt? You just want to get the belt, but you turned down 2 title shots. Remember, he stepped away. The whole reason Regis Prograis even got the fight was because he stepped away to go get married or whatever he was doing. But I'm not in his personal business, but he stepped away from the fight. And Regis Prograis stepped in. He stepped in and knocked out Jose Zepeda. And now Regis Prograis is the champion. And Jose Ramirez is promised the winner. Like, all right, you go off and do whatever it is you was about to do, and you'll get the winner. And he said, cool. So when Regis Prograis wins the fight, all of a sudden, oh man, now it's about purse split, purse bid, blah blah blah. And then he mentioned that it was Top Rank. It was Top Rank not gonna give him his guarantee.
Oh,
he's not really? He has a minimum that he was making, and Top Rank wasn't going to pay him that. And then the interviewer that works for ESPN was like, well, all due respect. I think it was Mark Kriegel. He was like, all due respect, you're not the champion anymore. So, one could say, you don't have any leverage.
I wish he
was like, well, what is your minimum? He's like, he's like, but then he hit him. Look, he hit him with the ultimate duck excuse. Oh, the belts don't feed my family, so. But you just said you want the belts,
dude. Hey, DJ, everybody wants the belts until someone has the belt they don't want to fight.
Like, I legit believe there's some guys out there who don't give 2 shits about them belts.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that 3%.
And they're just bargaining chips or leverage tools to get a fight. Like I don't think anybody would fight Regis Prograis if he wasn't a champion.
Nah,
if Regis Prograis wasn't a WBC super lightweight champion, nobody would fight him. That's how I feel about that.
But I do know Garcia did not want that title. He did not want to fight Haney for that WBC title. I know that much.
And see, with that being said, I don't think Tank's one of them guys. I really don't think he cares.
He doesn't.
I really don't think Tank gives a shit about them belts, man. I think he just wants to make the big fight. Okay, y'all gonna pay me how much to beat this nigga up? Oh, okay.
So do you think we'll ever see Tank versus okay, after Devin Haney beats up Lomachenko in our class, who do you think Bob gonna feed him to next? Do you think he's gonna feed him to Shakur next to retire, or you think he's gonna get the Tank gonna finally fight him?
Well, by my understanding, see, I watch how guys move. And not necessarily a lot what they say. Because you can say one thing and do another. Hence the example I just gave you with Jose Ramirez. He says he wants the belts, but he's turned down 2 title shots.
That's how real fast DJ. That's how those top ranked guys work, though. They fucking talk a gang of shit, and then as soon as someone call them out and want to fight them, oh, you're not on my level. You fucking start running. And I'm like, dog, they're like, man. So I can't. They all do it. No, they all do it. They all all of them over there. And I fuck with some over there, but they all do that, man. Oh, like look at Big Fish, the promoter. He was like, hey, yo, the fight is you and Frank. Dude, say you're not on my level. Get the fuck out of here, man. Get out of here with that.
Oh, you talking about him and Shakur?
Yeah, stop.
Yeah, even though I love Shakur.
You think I'm gonna let you slide with that step?
Yeah, I was waiting on it.
Was just for you. It was just for you. It was just for you.
I knew he was coming.
Yes, sir. It was just for you.
I knew Kyle was coming from the rafters like Sting.
This is my show. I do what the hell I want on my show.
I need you, Steph. Don't come here with your bullshit, man.
Long live.
After what you see, hey, after what you seen tonight, Keyshawn Davis smokes Ryu and Chris Colbert. And let's see what Frank Martin's gonna do when they get in the ring together.
He's another one. He's another one talking that shit. But like, coming in with excuses, dog. Like, come on, man.
Who had excuses?
I think we see now that Keyshawn, El Rayo couldn't hold Keyshawn Davis's jockstrap.
You talking about Rollo?
I'm focused on. They talking about Devin Haney. It's Lomachenko. You talking about Rollo? Oh shit! I'm about to fall out this damn chair.
Man,
shout out thinking about Rollo.
Hey, shout out
thinking about me.
Shout out Lalo. He was all over that bitch.
No, fuck Lalo. I'm the one who asked the questions.
Shout out to DJ for real. Hey, hold on.
I respectfully.
First and foremost, Steph, I need you to understand something. Keyshawn Davis was smoking El Rayo like a blunt.
So I've been told. I don't see it, man. But salute the youngster.
What did you see tonight? What did you see? What did you see from him tonight?
I'm not even talking about Rayo. You brought up Rayo, but hey.
Listen,
I'll say this.
All I said was this. All I said was this.
Keyshawn Davis and Frank Martin. That's what we want.
I don't want that. I want Frank Martin Shakur, baby. That's what I want.
Yeah, you know goddamn well he can't do
excuses. Shit. See? Look at this. Put an excuse up there first. Instead of just saying, you know what? You should just say it's a good fight. You should just say it's a good fight. That's all you have to say. All you have to say. Wow. Now it's not a good fight, DJ. Now it's not a good fight. Wow.
It's definitely a good fight. It's definitely a good fight.
Smoke him like a blunt.
That's what they say, DJ. Right on cue. I said you're not on my level. He's not.
I know you see Mex. I know you see how Mex be smoking that bomb. That's exactly how Frank Martin is gonna get done. He gonna get smoked up.
At the same time, right? If they announce that fight, if they announce that fight, Steph, I'm watching it. But just in my opinion, what I've seen from the two fighters, I respect El Rayo because he does something that a lot of fans want to see guys do in the boxing ring. He'll go out on a shield. He'll go out swinging. He'll go out swinging. He's always trying to win the fight. I respect that. The man's got heart.
He was timid tonight, though.
Yeah. With that being said, I think I think Keyshawn Davis knocks him out.
Probably.
Just, Keyshawn, I would love to see it. I would love to see it. I would love to see it.
Yeah, he probably should. I got to see it though. Got to see.
Yeah,
it.
yeah. I'm with you on that. I don't talk myself out of no fights, right? I would love to see it.
No, I want to see it. I'm just saying he's gonna be an ass whipping.
Oh, he's not on my level. What the fuck you mean not on your level?
I think some of these guys, man. I mean, not just 135, but I think some of these prospects got to start fighting each other, man. They got to stop building up, building, and then you got 6 or 7 guys in a weight class that's undefeated. I mean, we got to
tell Bobby to set it up.
I'm tired of seeing a top 10 with 3, 4, 5, 6 guys that's undefeated, man. That should never happen.
Hey,
yeah, that shit's weird, huh? Right? That shit's
with
weird.
El Rayo and Chris Colbert, you had them fighting each other. You had 2 guys who were at
you had
the
a
same
dude from
stage in their
130
career.
coming up.
You had 2 guys at the same stage in their career, in Joey Spencer and Jesus Ramos fighting each other.
And we need to see more of that.
We need to see more of that.
Quick question.
You had 2 guys with Frank Martin and Michelle Rivera who are at the same stage in their career fighting.
Baby Ali.
Yeah.
Hey, quick question. The fight I want to see, Prince Albert Bell versus O'Shaquie Foster. That's what I want to see.
You might get it.
Yeah, let's do it.
That's
yeah, I want to see O'Shaq.
I think Shockey Foster's got 2 guys.
Hey,
he's got 2 guys in line right now to fight him.
You know what's a good one too? You know what's a good one too, Kyle? Actually, it's kind of a different weight classes, but I want to see it because of the styles. O'Shaq versus Gary Antoine. I think that would be something. To
Oh man, that's man. I don't want
just good styles. That's good styles, man.
Now that I don't think he should jump up 2 weight classes.
Yes,
I don't think.
I'm just saying the styles.
2 weight classes.
Styles.
Stylistically, yeah, but I don't want to see him jump up 2 weight classes.
Yes, that's dead.
Hey man, Jaime's about to do it. Jaime's about to do it. About to step up to the B-ball.
That's who it was. That's who I didn't want to see B-ball beat the shit out of.
Yo, Jaime's fighting B-ball?
Hell no.
Yeah, that's who it was.
They
talking
about it.
Man, they ain't talking about shit.
That's why I couldn't remember it. I mentioned it earlier.
Listen, if it's one promotional
it's
company,
the protection plan. Protection plan.
Listen, if it's one promotional company, I have nothing nice to say about. Like I have absolutely nothing nice to say about at all. I mean, not even an inklet nice thing to say about these niggas. It's Golden Boy. You know what I'm saying? They are the absolute fucking worst.
Hey, Kyle, you know that
Golden bitch.
Bernard Hopkins is my favorite fighter of all time.
Fuck him.
I'm just saying, but it's sad to see what Bernard Hopkins has become in retirement. It is sad to see he has never been a
B-Hop was kind of an asshole when he was fighting, man. We just like to see him fight.
No, he was B-Hop the boxer, man. Fucking legend. Legend.
Was always against this. He was always
late bloomer too,
and talking against promoters like Don King and what's my man name? Jermaine Taylor's promoter. I forgot his name, but he's still promoting.
Lou.
Yeah, Lou DiBella. He was always speaking against these guys. So and then he's become what he's always spoke against.
I mean, they all do though. Positive.
That's how it goes.
Like, they all do. They all hate on. Like it's weird.
Listen,
it's really weird.
This is how it goes. You become the people you vilify, like that. You try not to be like. Listen, I used to talk a lot of shit about my dad, and now look at me now, just like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, you end
either
up
die hero,
huh?
Either die hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Come on, man. Listen, but what we're not gonna live long enough to see is me like a Golden Boy. You know what I'm saying? Golden Boy is a piece of shit company. You know what I'm saying? It's a shithole company. You know what I'm saying? Listen. I might talk a lot of shit about Al Heyman, but I would never disrespect him the way I disrespect Oscar De La Hoya, fishnet, coke smoking ass. You know what I'm saying? He's a piece of dog
I mean,
shit.
a lot of the Al Heyman slander
Damn, cuz
is
why you gotta
unfounded,
go on
but
him so hard though? Y'all be going hard as shit on Oscar, man.
Are you
He
coming in
deserve
here?
it.
Hold on. Are you
pause.
coming in here protecting Oscar De La Hoya right now?
I ain't protecting him, man. I'm just saying.
No, you ain't saying shit. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? You wanna come in here and cape for him? Fuck you.
Oh man.
Yeah, man. But Joey Spencer, man, he
Ooh.
needs to hug his father tonight because he saved him from unnecessary
All
damage.
right, yeah, hold on, y'all. Chill, ain't feeling.
You know what, DJ, though?
Take the elevators down.
It's time for him to it's time for like Joey to go start training with some black fighters, like some good talent, some agile fighters, so he can get used to the style. Because they said that on the commentating tonight about his opponent and Ramos Jr. He had been sparring some Olympians, some black dudes. So he's getting up there trying out. They all do it.
Hey, Steven. Being
It's time for
black.
that.
Look. He need to go hoop in the hood.
Well, okay. I mean that no, he needs to fight American guy. Good talent is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, talent.
Like
I agree with talent.
that's what it
I
is,
get what
man.
you're saying. I get what you're saying,
That's what
Steph.
it is. Like, come
I
on
get what
now.
you're
Like,
saying.
see, Canelo does it. He
And
just don't
personally,
admit it, and that's why he don't fight the
no.
big fight.
Canelo spars the Ellis brothers. So
And it helped him, get better throughout the years. Like,
Well, Canelo also has
just an example.
Canelo also starts fights with a 4-round cushion as well, so that helps.
All right, yeah, we're done talking about him. I don't want to talk about him. Done talking about him.
Yeah, he's so polarizing, man. Whenever his name comes up, people are automatically ready to either defend him or shit on him. So I'm in that space where I really don't care about him one way or the other. Besides that, he is the guy that everybody looks at as a big fight.
Yeah, I mean, I don't bother me.
Yeah, he's the undisputed super middleweight champion. And my personal opinion, I think he gathered those belts without having to fight the best guy in the division. That was David Benavidez. That opinion has not changed. So I think that fight needs to be made in September. Forget the B-ball fight. I think David Benavidez and Canelo needs to be made in September.
But DJ, that is Benavidez's fault though. He lost that belt twice.
Yeah, true enough.
Wait,
and like I didn't put that on Canelo. All I've ever said was I think he gathered the belts without having to fight the best guy in the division.
That's a fact, because as soon as David got the belt stripped, it was just months later he was fighting for it.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So like you said,
that's not Canelo's fault. That's not Canelo's fault.
Yes, his fault. He didn't want the challenge. Are you kidding? Stop.
No.
Why didn't you?
Steph, it's not his fault that David Benavidez missed weight. Now the context going into that conversation. The context going into that conversation is he was the first fight coming back from COVID. He probably wasn't able to train properly and cut the weight properly because he hasn't had a problem with the weight set. The first time he lost his belt, like nobody told David. Well, people probably told him to do that, but nobody made him do that.
Yeah, nobody made him do it.
Nobody made him do that. So that's not Canelo's fault.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is Canelo was able to become super middleweight undisputed champion without having to fight him.
That is true.
That's always been my stance on that. He didn't have to fight the best guy in the division, and good on him. That was smart.
So do you think?
And to real fast, positive, like to conclude on that, I love the humility tonight from Benavidez.
Yeah. No, he should have let him
Gray stuck. When Gray, I mean, well, he did, but we're at the point to where like he can't do anything, man. The dude straight up said the dude has options, and he's not necessarily avoiding them. He just has options. But he says, you ask me, and the boxing community and the fans and the people who can apply the pressure, this is the fight to make. So Canelo, let's get it on. He put a fair challenge out there. Same thing with Ramos Jr. He was very humble with his win too. He had to get it because if he didn't get it, the Mexicans were losing. But he got it. He got it.
Do you think Canelo's gonna pull a Mayweather like what Mayweather did with him, got him on the come up with Morrell? Do you think Canelo would do that before.
Hell no.
Nah, because the WBC's next. But at the same time, it's Canelo. Canelo can do whatever he wants to do. They're not going to strip him, especially the WBC.
Him?
The WBC is not going to strip Canelo.
Canelo could fight me tomorrow. I mean, he could fight me in September. And
Right? They're not going to. The IBF might. The IBF might, but they're not. The WBC is definitely not going to strip Canelo, even though David Benavidez is next in line.
Well, they can also make him a franchise champ.
He's already.
Nah, I don't think Mauricio Sulaiman wants that confusion again.
At 168,
I don't think he wants those questions again. I think the whole franchise title thing is gone.
3% of 30 million is a lot.
It is, but I don't think he wants to answer. I don't think he wants to answer those questions again. He had to deal with those questions for like 18 months.
Look, man, I'll answer as many questions as possible.
I just got a $3 million check. What you talking about?
No.
Yes, indeed. But hey, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and slide out of here, man. I'm gonna lay it down. I've been up since 8 o'clock this morning, riding around visiting the family. Kyle, I'm gonna holler at you, man. Combo, all positive, man. It's good to hear from you. Steph, it's good to hear from you, and everybody else who joined the panel tonight, man. It was good hearing from y'all. I'm gonna slide out.
All right, peace.
Have a good night, brother. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Cal, I think I'm gonna slip out to you, brother. It's fucking 12:30. I hope you guys enjoy the night. God be with you. Be well. Smile, and we'll get back after it soon.
Yeah, man, I'm about to look at some clothing hauls on YouTube. Some of these chicks, man.
Word. Be cool. Strap up. Put your helmet on.
Yeah, man. All right.